Hey, welcome back to another episode of Tales from the Joannosphere. I've been looking forward to making this video for quite some time. I promised you cooking and gardening, and today we're going to do that. So, if you watched my video about Produce Junction, then I think you know where we're going, and I think you can kind of see everything right here, but let's talk about peppers. Hot peppers. I'm going to make hot sauce. So again, I want to plug Joy Sadargis, the Joy of Nutrition. And now I'm going to follow up with what I said I was going to do. I'm going to make some hot sauce. This will just be the preparation phase. The finished product is going to be in another video because I have to ferment this stuff to make it a little bit better. So here we go. It's time for a little hot sauce mama action. So first of all, choosing the type of peppers that you want to use. I've tried a lot of different types, and I've kind of come to the conclusion that I think a lot of people are big fans of the habanero pepper. These are pretty good. They got a lot of kick. They will seriously kick you, worse than a mule. And I think the favorite of my coworkers so far is the serrano pepper. These are actually pretty common to find, and they make a really nice, sauce. It's green. Green sauces never really appealed to me, but you know what? I actually like it. So how do we do this? Well, let's start off by, I like to remove the ends, the heads and the tails of my peppers. So, basically I'm just going to nip the tip there and nip it right here. So now I have basically what I've laid out here. As you can see, I have a series of peppers. Now, I know what you're thinking. Joe, this pepper's red. Can we use this? Yes, it's just a ripe pepper. Even after you pick peppers off of the plant, they will still ripen. So red, typically, in the hot peppers means that it's going to get spicier. So lock and load, people, okay? Now, one other note, and this is really important, like super important. Actually, a couple things. So, any kids watching, hot peppers, this is a lot of stuff. The peppers do have an inherent bit of danger, so I guess it's really one thing and not two things. If you handle peppers like I am right now, I'm not wearing gloves because the peppers don't bother my skin. However, if I was to rub my eye right now, I would be hating life for a period of time. Don't do it, okay? If you want to be safe on the safe side, just buy some gloves. I'm not a big fan of those latex gloves, so I'm a rebel, I'm a tough girl, so that's what I'm going to do. So basically, let me give you the basic premise here. So all I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut this. I cut these guys up into little coins, like so, and then I'll take these guys and I will take a mason jar. Say hello to the mason jar. Hi, people. And you throw that guy in there, okay? You repeat this for as many peppers to get it up to, say, maybe about like right there. And then there's other things you can add. I always like to add a little bit of garlic. Little garlic cloves, whole cloves. They're not minced. So I'll throw a couple of those Johns in there. Oh, I know what you're thinking. What's a John? In the Philly area, a John is anything and everything. So that's a John. Okay, look that up. Okay, look it up. I'll do a Philly speak video, then you'll understand it a little bit more. Anyway, so I threw some garlic in there. No batch of hot sauce, in my opinion, is complete without onions. So you want to throw these guys in there too. Onions are just, I talked about it. I talked about it in the Produce Junction video. Onions are so healthy for you. They're good for you. And I don't care what my brother Will says. They're good for you. And so are the peppers, Will. I mean, look at this pepper, Will. Look at this pepper. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It can heal you. It will help your health. I've been eating hot sauce for a while now, and my digestional problems have actually kind of gone away. So basically, like I said, we're going to put a lot of peppers in there, and then once we fill that guy up, then I'm going to take some kosher salt, coarse kosher salt, okay? And I'm just going to throw a little bit. When I throw a little bit, it might help if you can actually see what I'm doing here. I'm going to throw a little bit in, right? Maybe that was too much, I don't know. Hope not. And then I use filtered water, okay? Filtered water, I don't take any chances on, using tap water. I don't know what's in the tap water. I grew up drinking the tap water. I turned out okay. Of course, I'm a girl now, but at any rate, so you would fill this up. And then, it takes time to cut all these peppers up. So I have taken the liberty of preparing one already. So as you can see here, I've got a bunch of these beautiful little serrano peppers. I got some onions, I got some garlic cloves in it. Salt's already in there, water's in there. So the fermentation process, because that's how we're going to do this, to ferment this, I need a couple more things. So this is a glass weight, all right? So I take this glass weight, and I'm going to plop it right there, okay? I'm going to push down, and if you take a look, everything, for the most part, is covered, okay? It's all covered. No fruits or vegetables are coming to the top. So they're all right there. And now the last thing I got to do, and you guys are going to laugh at me, and if you do, I will fine you. We have to seal this. So I have a special lid that I got off of Amazon. This is a one-way valve, so I can suck the air out of this with, you're going to laugh at this too, it's a little hand pump, okay? Little hand pump. So basically all I'm going to do, I'm going to put this on top, right? And then I'm going to do this. Now look at the bubbles. You see the bubbles? Do you see that? Camera guy, you getting this? Because here we go. Here we go. So you do this until it gets a little more difficult to do. And I admit I am not the strongest girl in the world, but hey. So then all I have to do with this guy, as soon as I get all the air out, is I got to put a mason jar lid on there, and that is pretty much it. Then I'm pretty much good to go here. In theory, you can just let this sit for a while. You don't have to check on it, but I would strongly recommend checking on it. Okay, so that being said, that's how I make hot sauce. So stay tuned for a later video when I reveal what this hot sauce looks like. And just for future reference, I have some added things that I'm going to put in here. I should also add, I put a tiny bit of citric acid in here. Kids, be careful with citric acid. Adults, be careful with citric acid. This, you got to be careful with this. Use a spoon. See this right here? That's a spoon. It works really good. So what you don't want to do is don't burn your hands, okay? No hand burning. None on my watch. So I throw that in there. I've got some other things I can put in. I've got some carrots lying around here somewhere. I'm going to throw them in. I've never used carrots before. I got a whole bag of habaneros. Oh, that's going to be fun. Let me tell you. And I've got these cipollini onions, which I never figured out what to do with. Well, they're going to go in my hot sauce. Why the hell not, right? And then finally, here's those carrots I promised. Right here. So, that's hot sauce making. It's easy. It's fun. As long as you don't rub your eye after you touch a pepper. And, you let it ferment for maybe like a week or so. You check it. I'll make a video as I check on these things. Yes, there's going to be things that kind of like float to the top. But as long as you're not seeing like something that's really like dark and murky, you're probably going to be okay. So, that being said, that's hot sauce. So, just a reminder, comments go down there, subscribe, tell your friends to subscribe, and then tell their friends to subscribe, tell your moms to subscribe, your dads, your cousins, your aunts, your uncles, your brothers, sisters, whoever. Tell everybody to subscribe, and again, big shout out to Joyce Dargis, the joy of nutrition, because nutrition's good. It's really good. So, check her out. You will not regret that you did. And with that, that's it. I'm going to chop up the rest of these peppers because I got a whole bunch of these I got to do. And, you know, I still got to eat dinner. So, thanks for watching. And may the force of the peppers be with you. And you. And what a world. What a world. What a world.